In today's video, we're going to be taking a full tour of Paleocamp, our very first Jurassic World Evolution 3 park build. Today, we're going to be taking a look at it through the perspective of a guest that is going to be staying at Paleocamp. Over the next 2 days, we are going to be doing so many cool activities that involve seeing plenty of super awesome dinosaurs. So, without any further talking, let's get right into today's video. What's up, guys? Pop My Pigs for Life here, and we have just arrived here at Paleocamp. It is currently 12:30 in the afternoon, and of course the first thing we have to do is we have to drop off all of our luggage at our cabin. Here is the visitor center, right over here. Got a little watchtower, it appears, and if we go this way, we will be able to go to our cabins, where we'll be able to drop off all of our luggage. Looks like over here we've got a ranger station, got another little tower over here, and if we go up here, all the way up here, we should be over at our cabins, right here. We've got our cabins. Okay, so let's see. Let's go right into this one right here. Right here, we've got a little fire pit out the back. We can come out here, roast some marshmallows at night, and overlook the wetlands, where it looks like we have some dinosaurs. So, over here, these are Ossifrikasaurus. They are the earliest known Spinosaurid, hailing from the Tendaguru Formation in what is now Tanzania. So, really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and drop off our luggage. We do have a quick orientation we have to go to at the visitor center. It starts at 1 o'clock. So, I'm going to go ahead and get situated, and then we can make our way all the way down to the visitor center. Alrighty, so we are back here at the visitor center. I'm assuming that the orientation is mostly about safety here in Paleocamp. I'm sure that we will also be doing an absolute ton of team building activities here. So, should take about, I don't know, hour and a half. And then once we're done, I will let you know what we will be doing from there. Alrighty, guys, so just got out of the orientation. Like I had figured, a lot of safety protocols. We did an absolute ton of team building activities with some of the other campers. It is currently 2:30 in the afternoon, and right now, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be heading to our first activity, which is a balloon ride. So we're going to be going up this trail. You can see a ton of forest over here. Looks like they are keeping some dinosaurs over here. So right over here, looks like we have a little bit of a ropes course. We've got some rock climbing. We're going to be doing that afterwards. Ooh, you can see a couple dinosaurs through the forest line. So these are Sauroposeidons. They are a sauropod that lived in North America during the early Cretaceous period. Looks like this is for staff only. We're not going to go down here. So they lived in what is now known as the Cloverleaf Formation in Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, that sort of area. Ooh, huge mountain up there. Look at that view. Absolutely stunning. So over here, we've got a little bit of a lookout on top right there. We can go up, take a look at things, and we've got the balloon tour, which hasn't arrived just yet, but it will get here shortly. And then right here, we've got a little bit of a rock climbing activity. So we'll be able to climb to the top. And then there is also a zip line we will get to go down. Take a look at the dinosaurs. Right here, we've got a little bit of a ropes course over here. It's pretty small. Yeah, we'll be able to do this while we are waiting for the balloon tour. And then, yeah, once the balloon tour is here, I will let you know, and we will be able to see some dinosaurs, hopefully. Alrighty, guys, we just got on the hot air balloon, and here we go. We are going up. Wow, you can get such a good view from here. See all sorts of dinosaurs over there. Looks like that's the waterfront where we'll be able to go kayaking. And then, yeah, we'll be able to see all sorts of dinosaurs from up here. Yeah, look at that. So you can see some more sauroposeidons, but you can also see some sauropelta that are living with them. Looks like over there you can see the cabins, and over here you can take a look at the Ossifrikasaurus. Looks like they're all just resting on the shoreline. Got a nice big area of wetland right by the cabins, so you can look out your cabin and see them, which is pretty awesome. Over here you can get a really stunning view of the scenery, the background. Man, just look at how gorgeous that all is. You can hear the blackbirds. As we keep going, you can see the massive herd of sauroposeidons and sauropeltas right below us. And over there, you can see we have a pair of Acrocanthosaurus, which was the apex predator of the Cloverleaf Formation. You can see that they're eyeing up the sauroposeidons, but there is a natural barrier that separates them from the sauroposeidons, which is that river. Looks like right over here, we are passing over the Deinonychus habitat. You can see two of them right down there. And, yeah, looks like the other three are right over here. So, yeah, looks like we're gonna get a couple more minutes to, you know, get some good pictures and whatnot. Ooh, that is a nice shot. All of the sauropeltas, sauroposeidons. Stunning, to say the least. Got the visitor center in back, and that view. Talk about that view. Oh, that is beautiful. Alright guys, so we just got off the balloon tour. Now we are going to be going up the rock climbing course all the way up to the top. And once we get to the top, we are going to be going on the zip line. Alright guys, just made it to the top of the zip line, and now we are going to be going down it. Ready? Alright, here goes nothing. Whee! Wow, get a load of this view. Got the sauroposeidons, sauropeltas. Look at this. Absolutely incredible. Man, that was so fun getting to go on that zip line. We got to see so many dinosaurs. I also really loved getting to go on this rock climbing course. I will admit, I'm a little bit scared of heights, but honestly, yeah, it was super duper fun. So now what we're gonna do is we are going to quickly go get dinner back at the visitor center. They have this really nice cafeteria with all sorts of really good food. So we are going to go get dinner, and then afterwards we are going to roast some s'mores over at the fire pit near our cabin. Oh man, nothing like sitting by a cozy campfire, roasting some s'mores. As you hear the Sor Poseidon singing in the background. Once again, nice view of the Ossifrikasaurus. So tomorrow we have a very action-packed day. So to start, the first thing we are going to do is we're going to be checking out the waterfront. We're going to get to go kayaking, obviously not before eating breakfast. And then after that, we are going to have lunch. Then we are going to check out the petting zoo. And we're going to go on one last hot air balloon tour up by the top of the mountain. And then we are going to be pretty much heading home after that. So with that being said, I will see you all in the morning. Alrighty, rise and shine here at Paleocamp. Just had breakfast, and now we are up here. Over there was the first balloon tour we went on, and then right over here, if we keep on going, over there you can see the entrance to the waterfront. So we will be kayaking amongst so many different dinosaurs. I am just so incredibly excited. So right over here, you can already see a couple dinosaurs over there. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get into our kayaks. Alrighty, here we are going on the kayak. Looks like over here we've got an even better view of our Kentrosaurus. Tons and tons of Kentrosaurus over here. One thing our camp counselor said is not to get too close to the shore, especially in some of the areas where there are much more dangerous dinosaurs. But yeah, look. Got a nice big herd of Kentrosaurus. Looks like up ahead, there are some Allosaurus, looks like. Got another little Kentrosaurus right over here. Hi, buddy. You're pretty cute. Yeah, so it looks like over here we've got 3 Allosaurus. Now, from what I heard from our park ranger here, these Allosaurus are actually of the African species. So, for those of you who don't know, Allosaurus lived not only in the Morrison Formation of Colorado, but they also lived in the Tendaguru Formation of Tanzania, and they were even found in Portugal. So yeah, for these guys, don't want to get too close. Ooh, but look at them! They're bathing. That's adorable. So yeah, again, do not get too close. And that's the same thing with this island. Don't know why they told us, but there's some supposedly pretty dangerous dinosaurs here. Over here, we have got a massive herbivore grazing ground. So, looks like we've got some Lokiceratops along with Maiasaura over here. And I think I even see an Edmontonia waiting in the water. Yeah, wow, there is a ton of dinosaurs over here. That's crazy. Wow, just look at them. This is insane. Now, from what I heard, these guys all recently had babies. And some of them are just grown up. Which is crazy to think that we live in a day and age with breeding dinosaurs. That's crazy. Man, look at that huge herd of Maiasaura. I think that's one of the males, and then that's a female. Ooh, wow. Ooh, are they gonna play? Are they gonna do a social? They are. Whoa! That's insane! We got so close to a Maiasaura. I can't believe that. Man, absolutely stunning. Ooh, there it is. The Gorgosaurus. Wow. Well, looks like it's coming to check me out. Wow, such a stunning dinosaur. Up, there's the whistle. I guess it's time to go back. I am getting quite hungry. I wonder what's for lunch. Alrighty, so we just got back from eating lunch at the visitor center. And the last thing we're going to do before we end up heading home is we are going to be heading up to the top of one of the mountains where there should be a couple dinosaurs waiting up there for us. Got a restroom over here in case anyone needs to go to the bathroom. And then while we're going, hopefully we can get an even better view of the dinosaurs. So as we're walking up here, I just want to talk a little bit about these dinosaurs. So these are all from the Two Medicine Formation in what is now Montana. And that dates back to the late Cretaceous to, I believe, the Campanian stage. And it is known for having an absolute ton of fossilized nests and eggs with dinosaurs. Mainly Maiasaura, but a couple other dinosaurs were found there too. Like, I believe Orodromius was another ornithopod found there, as well as Edmontonia, Lokiceratops, and another Ceratopsian Ionosaurus. There were also an absolute ton of theropods, such as Troodontids, Tyrannosaurs, Oviraptorids. Alrighty, so up here, after we burn off all those calories we just had from lunch, we've got a little farmyard. But obviously this isn't just any barnyard, as we've got dinosaurs here. So, ooh, right over here, we've got some Protoceratops. Kind of hard to see them in the tall grass. You can see one right there. I love Protoceratops. These are one of my favorite dinosaurs. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So we've got Oviraptor and Protoceratops in here. Ooh, looks like we got more Oviraptors strutting about. The little chickens they are. Got a little hay barn. Looks like we can get some food for the dinosaurs over here. And speaking of food, if we go in here. Oh, look at the Protoceratops! This is perfect. So, these guys can come up to you and they can eat right out of your hands. Oh. This is awesome. Aw, hi, buddy. You're such a cutie. There's an Oviraptor just strutting by. And here, there are also even more dinosaurs. So, you can hear them, that's for sure. And then same thing. In here, we can go in. Right in here, we've got some Paleoceratops, which lived in the Yixian Formation of northern China. And there should be a couple more dinosaurs in this enclosure. Oh, looks like right over here we've got a little petting area for some goats. Got a little bit of a maintenance facility, looks like. And somewhere in here, wherever they may be, oh, there is a Psittacosaurus. Obviously, that's not the only Psittacosaurus in here. There's multiple Psittacosaurus. But yeah, you can see one walking over by the water. Looks like there's another one you can see going towards the water. Oh, looks like you're doing a social animation. That's cute. Yeah, I also really love Psittacosaurus. In fact, I love Psittacosaurus so much that I actually went out and I bought some authentic Psittacosaurus bones. So, a little bit of context. My university professor has a good friend who is big into fossil and mineral collection, and recently he showed me a listing that he found on eBay for 2 authentic Psittacosaurus humerus bones, and they came from England, and one of them you can see in the middle is damaged. So because of that, the guy sent a free Psittacosaurus tibia or fibula, whichever it is. He doesn't quite know exactly what it is. But yeah, I thought I'd show you that these are real Psittacosaurus bones that I bought recently. As you can see, these are not the only fossils I have in my collection. So if you guys are interested in seeing my collection, then definitely show some interest in the comments, because I would love to make a video showcasing my entire collection. And here, we've got an enclosure for some velociraptors. And over here, obviously this is for employees. But over here, this is the Dilong. So, despite its small stature, this is actually a relative of T-Rex. Very distant relative of T-Rex, mind you. But yeah, so these guys also lived in the Yixian Formation, along with Psittacosaurus and Paleoceratops. The Oviraptors, Velociraptors, and Protoceratops lived in the Zhadokta Formation of Mongolia, and that was many millions of years later than these guys. But so now we actually have 2 more things to do. So over here, if we go inside here, we've got a massive herd of Dongbei Titans. So with the camp counselors, you can actually step inside with the Dongbei Titans. And you can even go up to that lookout tower, and you can get an up-close view of these beautiful giant sauropods. So then the very last thing that we will be doing here at Paleocamp is we will be taking one more balloon ride over here, and this just goes all over this area over here. Alrighty guys, looks like we are heading up. You can see the entirety of Paleocamp from up here. Absolutely stunning. Along with this amazing, breathtaking view. You've got the entire farmyard over here. So then right over there, we have one more dinosaur species that resides here, and that is the Eutyrannus, the apex predator of the Yixian Formation. So right over here, there is 3 Eutyrannus, a little bit of a pack going on. And yeah, so once again, we can take a couple minutes to just take a look at the dinosaurs. You know, take a couple pictures. And just like that, that is going to wrap up our time here at Paleocamp. I really enjoyed building this park, and I loved getting to use all of the features that were introduced in Jurassic World Evolution 3, such as the hot air balloon tour, the kayak tour, the dinosaur breeding, as well as all of the new dinosaurs that we got here in Jurassic World Evolution 3. And I have got plenty of ideas for future park builds for Jurassic World Evolution 3. However, like I mentioned last episode, we are going to take a little bit of a break from Jurassic World Evolution 3 because I have some things that I really want to finish up in Planet Zoo. For one thing, I really want to finish up Conservation Carnival, and I've got a ton of other projects that I'm looking forward to in Planet Zoo, especially with Planet Zoo 2 supposedly being right around the corner. With that being said, we of course are going to be coming back to Jurassic World Evolution 3. Like I said, I've got a ton of cool park ideas for the game. However, with what is going on with Jurassic World Evolution 3, I think that we are just going to take a little bit of a break so that way we can focus more on Planet Zoo. So yeah, with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Planet Zoo and Jurassic World Evolution 3 content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.